Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantabulous day. Today I'll be showing you how to Bedwars, a new mini-series for people who, once like me, wanted to know how to play the game, but had no idea on how to get started. Anyways, let's get right into the video. When you play Bedwars there are 4 modes: solos, doubles, 3s and 4s. In solos and doubles there are 8 teams in total, and 3s and 4s have 4 teams in total. The goal of the game is to break another team's bed, which then stops that team from respawning. Then all you have to do is kill them and that team's out. You keep doing this until one team's left standing, and the last team standing then becomes the winners. In case you didn't know this already, on the right side of your screen you'll see a list of colors. The ones with the X mean they're out, and the ones with the check mean they're in, and the ones with a number are players alive on that team without a bed. Now let's move on to the shop, more specifically the item shop. So when you first open up the item shop, which you do by right clicking on the shopkeeper, you'll notice a bunch of items. This is known as the quick buy. You can remove things in the quick buy by shift clicking on an item, and if you want to add something back in there, just do the same thing again, shift clicking on the item you want to add, then click on the spot to place it wherever you want in your QB menu. Next on the list is the hotbar management, which is a blaze powder. Just drag the tools on the top to the hotbar slots on the bottom, and when you buy something from the shop the game will put it there in your inventory. Now let's go break down all the sub-menus on the top, starting with blocks. Wood is the best for bridging building. Sometimes death, so it's our best friend. Clay is useless, it's cheaper than endstone, but endstone's way better. Glass is very useful, used as the last top layer since it's TNT fireball proof. Endstone is one of the best defenses, so use it as a first layer. Now ladders are useless on bed def, you use them as a way to negate damage. It's like a slightly more complex block. Clutch super sweats use them. Now wood is a bit of a controversial topic since it's like wool with a axe. So I'll just give my opinion, which is I usually only use it in solo doubles as a slightly better def than wool. Finally we're on to obsidian, the best defense in the whole game. Now we're on to the melee tab, where there's not much to explain. The sword gets better from left to right and that's just it. That is with the exception of the KB knockback stick, which is highly underestimated. You can use it to get players away from you, like when breaking bed, or knock them into the void. Just like in the melee tab, the armor tab is simple, it gets better from left to right. The only thing I have to comment is never use chainmail unless necessary, since chain armor is a waste of iron, and if you have enough Ms to buy diamond armor, just buy obsidian, or buy pots to take out someone else's bed. Not much to say here as well, since all the tools are useful. Now most people don't use shears, but trust me, use them, they're so useful. Also never axe PvP, it's such a bad idea, just don't do it. Swords are better. Just like with armor and swords, the bows get better from left to right, and bows are just bad, don't use them unless you're trying to meme. Just don't be that guy. Also the punched bow is way broken and should be removed. Just please, I beg you, don't be that guy who camps a bow and spams. So there are only 3 potions, all of them incredibly useful, mainly in this. Using all of these at once is broken, and using them guarantees a bed, or it guarantees a final. The point is they're epic and use them whenever possible. Okay, so the utility tab has a lot of items and I'll try to quickly explain all of them. Gapples, like on any server they are broken and heal you quickly, keep them on you. Silverfish, bedbugs, are underrated, but if you use them in close-up PvP you will win. Iron golems, they are way too expensive and silverfish do a better job, don't use them. Fireballs, there are yellow bad, but also really good. I won't go into detail for now, but I'll probably make a video on how useful fireballs are, along with other utility items. TNT is very useful for breaking beds, but it can also be used to do a TNT jump. Use it. Derp rolls can get you out of almost any situation. Try to keep one on you, especially if you're a final. Water's great for pushing away players and stopping TNT from exploding, but don't use it as a bed def. Bridge eggs are useless and way too pricey. Just buy a pearl instead. Magic milk, it negates an enemy's trap. This is so underrated but so useful, use it. Sponges are too useful, or from at least what I have seen no one uses them. Pop-ups are just bad, don't use them. The only time they're useful is to trap someone chasing you on a bridge. Now we can move on to the other item shop. which is a team upgrades shop. So depending on the gamma mode all the upgrades, except for traps, so it's 50% cheaper in solo doubles and more expensive in 3/4s. Sharpened swords is one of the best upgrades in the whole game. It's like the ultimate advantage. Next is prod, also one of the best upgrades, and you want to get it after sharp. Haste is good too, really helps with a B, also it doesn't make you hit faster. Next is forge, which is very useless, don't use it unless the game goes on for so long. Heal pool is useful since when fighting at your base you get a advantage. Now this is dragon buff, you get another dragon at showdown. And it's the most useless upgrade in the game. There are 4 traps but only 2 are useful. Minor fatigue, which is self-explanatory, and it's a trap, which reveals invisible players. The other 2 are useless. Also a trap's cost goes up by its position, like 1 is 1 diamond and 2 is 2 diamonds etc. So in order to purchase any of the things I just mentioned you need the 4 main materials, the generator which spawns half the materials which are gold, and iron. You can get emeralds at middle, and diamonds at the islands between the bases. Now in this order from least to greatest, this is the rarity of the currency. On some maps, known as fast iron, iron generates a lot faster. Also to go along with items dropping faster, as the game progresses the diamond emerald gens drop faster, going up to tier 3, beginning first with diamond then emerald gen will upgrade. And for those of you who think you can do this, no, just no. After 30ish 40ish minutes I forget the number, sudden death comes and all beds are broken, and then the big scary known as the ender dragon comes and kills you, or assuming you somehow survive that you'll A die from a player or B the game will end resulting in a tie. So big sad. That's the basics of the game. Tell me if I left anything out. I plan on continuing this series to help out all my fellow noobs. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one, bye.